Where is a trusty hair tie when you need one? I actually don't have one on, and this is key. A messy bun is key for a night work routine. I'm gonna have to find one. Okay. Hi lovelies, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. So last week I filmed an early morning productive work routine or study routine, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my late night work routine or study routine. So I hope you find this helpful. I have to say, I'm definitely a morning person and I really don't enjoy working late at night. I find it quite unenjoyable, so I really don't do it very often. But when I do, there are certain things that help me just to make it a lot less stressful and also to enable me to be a little bit more productive than I otherwise would be at this time of the evening. And mind you, a late night work routine for me is like 5 p.m. onwards because my brain just doesn't want to do work after that. I need a significant amount of downtime. So if you can relate, comment down below. But otherwise, I really hope this video helps you, and let's get straight into it. So I have a couple of things that I've actually left to get completed for this evening so that I could film this video. So the first thing I need to do before I sit down and get any work done is make sure I have a really cozy environment. That also means getting into some much comfier clothes because there is no way I'm gonna sit down in jeans and work and be productive after 5 p.m. That's not happening. So we're gonna do that in a second, but first I wanna just do a couple of things over here. So I love to make myself a cup of tea, as you know, caffeine free. Even if you have to be pulling a really late night study session, if you can do it without caffeine and just have tea or snacks, highly recommend that because it's not actually great for the adrenal glands, the stress, cortisol levels, and then you're still gonna need to get a good night's sleep. So just a heads up on that. But I'm gonna make a pot of tea and I'm gonna light my lovely candle, which I made myself, by the way. And I think I'm also gonna get myself a little snack. So let's go do that. So this is not sponsored, I just want to share with you what tea I'm making today because it's not chamomile. Are you ready? It's a chamomile blend and it's called Serenity by Made Tea, and the ingredients are, it's really calming, although I feel like maybe you should have this after you work so that you can relax and unwind. But I also feel like working late at night stresses me out, so I need to stay calm, and this is just a natural way of doing it. So it's chamomile, rose petals, lavender, and passion flower. It's really, really nice. So I've just filled up my little teapot here. How cute is that? My best friend Natalie got it for me for my birthday last year, and I love it. It's from T2. I feel like these little things make such a difference to me, just to create a nice, cute little cozy environment. So I'm gonna pop that there, and then I've got to light my candle. So I need my trusty clicker lighter. I'm gonna go find that. Got myself some snacks. Must have snacks for a late night work session. Anything crunchy is gonna help you stay focused. Obviously try and make it as healthy as possible. Nothing that's like loaded with sugar and fat. Although I do have 2 gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. It's fine. We've been filming all day today and I made probably like the first whole like cheese board platter minus the cheese. There was no cheese, was there, guys? It was just a nice spread and I had all these snacks, so I thought I will have some more of that this evening. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that on my desk. Comment below, what is your favorite study or work snack to have, especially later in the evenings? What do you like to eat? And please don't say it's like Ben and Jerry's or like triple fudge choc brownies or something like that, because it's definitely not a good idea. Okay, so also guys, comment below, is there anything that you like to do when you set yourself up for a late night work session? It's like, do you like candles? Do you have snacks? Are you also like me and you like to make a cup of tea? Or maybe there's just something on your desk that gives you that inspiration and motivation, like your diary or photos, I don't know, but I'm always curious to find out, what do people like to do before they set themselves up? Or actually, how do people set themselves up for a productive work session? Because this is the sort of stuff that I do, but maybe you've also got some different suggestions, and just share them in the comments below. Okay, so another thing I like to do to make this a really cozy environment is I've got to have my music playing. And I mentioned this in last week's episode, yeah, but I need to have something relaxing playing. And whenever I'm in the office, I always play bossa nova jazz. I just find a random playlist on YouTube and it's just so calming and it helps me get into that state of flow. But in the evenings, I feel like today is a day for something more like an acoustic vibe with some old, like, I don't know, James Morrison and, oh, what's his name that sings Your Body is a Wonderland? John Mayer. Bit of John Mayer. I could do with some John Mayer. Let me see what's a good playlist on Spotify and comment below if you've got any good playlist recommendations. Okay, what is there? What have I been listening to recently? I've got Feel Good Dinner, Deep Sleep. It's not gonna do it. Okay, I have a good one. Okay, they always play this in the office. It's Coffee and Chill. And every time I go to the bathroom, I come out and I go ask the girls what playlist they're listening to. And it's always Coffee and Chill. So let's do that one. Get some good office vibes going. And then I need to get out of these skinny jeans and into something a little bit more cozy. All right, so every evening, Adam has this ridiculous like dad joke that he says where he asks me if I've made that invention yet. He's basically just talking about an invention that will automatically get him dressed into his PJs so he doesn't have to be cold and have to like go to the study, open the cupboard, pick out his clothes. So can we do a little Instagram moment here where essentially all I have to do is spin around and I will magically be in the comfiest of clothes. Should we try it? Okay. James is like, where is this going? Ready? Hey, she did it. You can follow me on Instagram at Study with Jess because I've been really getting into reels lately. Can you tell with all the transitions? Maybe I find it so fun. All right, so still need to do one last thing to make myself completely cozy. Got to do a top knot. Yay, all right. Now, next thing I need to do is make myself a little plan. So I'm thinking rather than writing it in my diary because I don't have space for today in my diary, I kind of end my day at 7 p.m. So I've got a couple of planners here and I'm gonna use this weekly planner. So I'm gonna write down my little plan for this evening and then I think just having it on my desk it makes it a lot easier to stay focused and also not end up doing all these other things that might come up. So I'm gonna make a little plan of attack now, and I really advise that you do the same if you have to work late at night. Definitely make a plan of attack. The other thing I wanna say though is when you're scheduling in these tasks for the evening, be really realistic about how much you want to accomplish that evening, factoring in that you still need to have winding down time. So even if you think that you can work till 11 and go to bed at 11:15, I would advise that you don't. I would advise that you give yourself a little bit more time than just 15 minutes to wind down and allow your mind to switch off. I personally need at least half an hour if I'm gonna work late tonight and, you know, just take off my makeup, do my skincare routine, make a cup of tea, maybe even watch a show and then get into bed. So let's do that now. Let's make a little plan of attack, but I'm still gonna be very realistic about how much I can actually get done this evening and what time I really need to wrap up. Do you know what I just realized? I don't know why I did this. I think it's just habit, but I wrote my plan at the very, very bottom and sort of ran out of a bit of room. I should have just written it at the top, but for me, the top line represents 7 a.m. Like the bottom line represents like 9 p.m. like a normal diary. So that's my plan for the evening. I've scheduled it at the bottom of the day, but I think that'll help me just stay on track. So I'm gonna just take out my laptop and headphones from my bag. As you all know, I always pack my stuff away at the end of a work day just to signal that I'm done with work. And then also that way I just have healthier work-life balance and work boundaries. All right, so one other thing I'm gonna do, and this is so that I don't work too late, but also if you're not feeling super motivated, it's just a good way to know that the finishing line is in sight is just to set an alarm for when you're actually going to wrap up. So I'm going to put mine on for 9:30 because, as I said, I'm not really a night owl, but it really doesn't matter if it was 9:30 or 11:30. It's really the same routine either way. So I'm going to set it for 9:30, and then that just gives me plenty of time to also finish up whatever task I'm currently on, put my things away, because that's another thing I should probably say is once I will finish my evening work routine, I'm going to pack everything up. My laptop's going back in my bag. I've got to find a way to signal to my brain that I'm done with work. So I highly recommend that you find what works for you. Maybe put your books and laptop in your desk drawer. Lots of ways that you could go about it, but I am always mindful that that's really important. That works really well for me. So wanted to just let you know that was another little extra bonus tip there.